just thought I'd make this video a quick update as to what is happening on the channel. I do have my notes just underneath the camera, so if you see me looking slightly down, that's why, because there's quite a lot of things that I do want to go over. But just what I'm going to tell you on this is kind of what I'm up to, what things are coming up, what you can expect, and the kind of content that you can expect to see over the next few months, because it is going to be extremely busy. So the first thing I want to talk about is the negative. Let's just get the negative out of the way. Videos are being restricted on my channel from YouTube. YouTube is the negative thing at the moment, even though it is a great platform. I'm currently on a 90-day probation. So I've got a strike on my channel. If you get 3 strikes within those 90 days, your channel's permanently deleted. I have to be extremely careful. They class a lot of my content as extremely graphic and violent, but I've seen other channels where monkeys are exploded in half and they don't get touched. It's very strange. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I've got to be very careful, so I'm limiting a few things. But yeah, so that's a negative. I just wanted to get that out of the way. This is actually part of the reason why I started my Patreon account. I didn't want to start a Patreon account. It's not really what I would have wanted to do, but I am making a massive effort, as much as I can, because I'm trying to give back to the people who are actually supporting me. So this includes loads and loads of extra content that's behind the scenes. Plus it's a lot more active on there as well, and it's definitely a lot less restricted than YouTube. I can pretty much put whatever I want on there. I could probably put an OnlyFans on, but that's for a different day. That's a negative out of the way, so we'll start talking about what is going to be happening from now. So we're just coming into June, so I'll tell you what's going on in June and what's going on over the next couple of months. I might start rambling a bit, so just please bear with me, because there's quite a few things that I want to go over. Okay, so in June there's not going to be that much hunting content, but there is a new accuracy series that I've started, mainly going to be sub 12 air rifles, where it can be any brand, any make, any price range, from your budget to your really expensive. I'll be shooting a variety of pellets, loads of pellets out from 20 yards, trying to find which pellet it likes on that particular rifle, pushing out to 40 yards with some of the pellets that it likes. I'll test out some slugs as well at 40 yards, see if it actually likes slugs. Then I'll shoot out to 100 yards in sub 12, remember. And we'll try to shoot some exploding targets out 100 yards. Some of these videos have already been made. There'll be more being made as time goes by, and these videos are actually quite interesting. So that's going to be June, mainly some of this accuracy shooting. Then we go into July. July is going to be very hunting heavy. There is a lot of stuff I have to shoot when we come into July and onwards. So I'm going to be having rats to shoot. Rats generally a little bit quiet during the summer, for obvious reasons, but this is mainly my squirrel shooting season, so I have 6 squirrel feeders to fill, so that is a lot of squirrels that I need to shoot. I haven't shot them for about 6 months, so squirrels are going to be extremely busy. And not only that, I'm going to be using a variety of rifles, and I mean a different variety of rifles, so it's going to be really interesting. For the squirrels, I'll be using different Zulus scopes. So I've got the 3-12 and the 5-20. Some are LRF, some aren't. I really enjoy these Zulus scopes. I've got 4 myself, and I use all of them, all on different rifles, all with their all different needs. So for the squirrel shooting, I'm going to be using my HW100 in 2.2 sub 12. I'll be using the 5-20 Zulus on that, shooting from a hide, shooting at the feeder, like you usually see me do. Also, I'm going to be using my Daystate Huntsman Revere in 2.5 FAC on a squirrel feeder as well, where I'm sat in the hide. I'll be using a 3-12 Zulus for that. Also, I'll be doing some woodland stalking with the FAC Daystate, just walking around the woods with my thermal, trying to spot them in the trees and blasting them. You've seen on my previous videos, I've done that. Also as well, I'm going to shoot squirrels from my hide at a squirrel feeder as normal, but I'm going to be using a rimfire. I'm going to mount a squirrel feeder sideways, and then going to make sure I've got a decent backstop, and I'm just going to absolutely take some squirrels' heads off. Well, within reason, because I've got to be careful with what I'm posting. But seriously though, stay tuned. I've got a new rimfire coming. The old Anschutz is going because it was an absolute pig to cock that thing. It wasn't enjoyable, even though it was a nice rifle. So yeah, rimfire action on squirrels, that's going to be interesting. Rabbits, there's quite a lot of rabbits on one of my permissions. I usually thin them out around this time of year, maybe once or twice a year max. I'll be using my Airarms S510 177 sub 12. I'll have the Zulus 3 to 12 on that one, and that's where I really get to test out the LRF and BC, where I'm shooting out at further distances, you know, maybe 40 yards plus, and that's where you can see if your ballistic calculator is all, you know, working in harmony and it's shooting exactly where it should be shooting. So yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Right, what else have we got? FX Impact. I'm going to be shooting around the farmyard with some slugs. Impact seems to be liking Wildman slugs at the moment, 39 grain, so I'm going to be popping some birds, probably from the trees. My Impact hasn't been out for a while. And also the sub 12 accuracy testing, that's going to be carrying on as well. Not just in June, but that's going to be coming out during my hunting months as well. So from July onwards, really busy, particularly my hunting content. What else have we got? Oh yes, Roger Late. He's invited me down to Essex to go shoot some squirrels. We're going to do some walking and stalking. That's if he shuts up, because he doesn't shut up. But he's saying this wood is just crawling with squirrels. So it's a long way for me, but I think it'd be, you know, quite interesting. Stuart from Vermin Control Scotland. I think I might be going up there in the next few months. A long way up to Scotland as well, but last time I went in December, really good time. I was only there for a short period, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe of shooting, but still got about 80 and 90 rats. So yeah, that's like rat heaven. So you don't want to miss that one either, and I'm looking forward to seeing Stuart again because he's got a really good channel. So one last thing as well is, in about a week's time, you're going to see me post a rat video. And you might be getting deja vu from it. That's because this is one of the videos which kind of YouTube are kind of watching me on. So I've just edited it slightly, made it a bit more user friendly for YouTube, and I'll re-upload it. So if you see me post a video and you think I've already watched this, it's because you have. So if you don't want to watch it again, fine. If you do, brilliant. Do whatever you want. At this point, just one last thing. This is something very important to me. Please do not feel like you owe me anything, or that you absolutely must support me on Patreon. I'm of course extremely grateful for every pledge or donation I receive, but please do not go above your means for me. If you don't have the funds to spare, especially in these very uncertain times, then your views, your likes, your comments is just all I need. With that being said, I hope you enjoy the next few months. Like I said, it's going to be extremely busy, particularly with my hunting content and also trying to juggle my full-time job. So I really do appreciate every view and comment that you put onto my YouTube channel, and even support me on Patreon. So yeah, really appreciate it. This was just a quick update. I know it's a bit rough and ready, and I've got to keep looking down at my little notes because my memory is terrible. But thank you very much, and I'm really looking forward to putting out all this content because there is a lot to come. So thank you very much.